One of the main advantages of using Logical Volume Manager is the flexibility in terms of resizing existing storage. Let's quickly see how you can extend LVM volumes when you run out of storage on your Linux servers. So this is a Red Hat-based server, but it should work on any other Linux distribution. So first, let's check what's mounted. What are the disks that are mounted? VDA, which has some partitions on that. Then VDB, that has a data VG, which is a volume group and a logical volume of the size 5 GB, mounted on data mount. So that's mounted on data mount. But we have VDC, which is a 10 GB disk that is available for use. So first, let's also check what's the physical volumes we have with PVS. So we have physical volume dev VDB, which has the data VG volumes. This is the volume group in this physical volume. We have 5 GB free on this particular physical volume. We have another physical volume that's not been used, that is with 10 GB VDC. Let's check what volume groups we have. VGS with VG volume group scan. Hit enter. Yes, we have data VG, which has a size of 10 GB and has 5 GB free. It means this 10 GB has been used. That's half of the 10 GB has been used in creating a logical volume, because this is a volume group. So let's check LVS, logical volume scan. So logical volume scan, you see, this is the logical volume we have, the 5 GB logical volume, which is data LV that has been created from data VG, which is data volume group here that we've seen from the outcome of VG scan. Okay, let's say we want to extend this volume, this data VG, which is 5 GB currently. We run out of storage on that drive and we want to extend by, let's say, 3 GB. It's pretty simple. Let me clear this screen and do LVS again. We have that volume, so we want to extend. It's just lvextend. The command is lvextend -r. We want to resize. What's the size we want? We want to add 3 GB. And where do we want to get that 3 GB from? We want to get it from data VG. We want to get that from data VG. So we want to add 3 GB to this volume group, this data LV logical volume. So hit enter. You get the message found on this. It's mounted here. Yes, all this is true. So if you come down here, extended file system on this volume, yes, logical volume extended successfully. Yes, that's what we want. So we are essentially resizing this. So resize to fs -r. That's the -r option for lvextend. So we have extended. If we do LVS now, you can see it was 5 GB, but now we have extended that by 3 GB, which makes it 8 GB. So that's it. But in a scenario where you want to extend your logical volume, but you run out, you don't have enough space in your volume group. So you see, we had 5 GB free in our volume group, right? This volume group, total size of 10 GB. We had 5 GB, but we've taken that 3 GB to add to this logical volume to make it 8 GB. So we have less space now. Let's say we want to further extend this volume by repeating the same thing, lvextend, but we don't have enough space on the volume group. We can easily extend the volume group. So how do we do that? But before we do that, we need to make sure we have a physical volume by PV scan. So physical volume, you see we have this physical volume that is available for use, so 10 GB. So we can easily extend the volume group by taking storage from this physical volume, which was created using PV create. So let's go back to VGS again. We have 2 GB, which is free, but we want to add more. We want to extend this. Let me clear VGS. We have 2 GB, so we want to extend this. That would be vgextend, volume group extend, quite similar to the previous command. So vgextend, what volume group do we want to extend? Data VG is the name of the volume group. And where do we want to get the storage to extend from? Device VDC, which is a physical volume that we saw with the PV scan command. Hit enter. You can see volume group data VG extended successfully. If we do VG scan now, you can see it has changed. It has increased to 11.99. So essentially 12 GB. We added 10 GB to this because the physical volume PVS, that was physical volume that was available, this 10 GB has now been added to that the data VG. So VG scan, you see we've extended the volume group. Since we have additional storage now on the volume group, then it means we can extend the logical volume further, repeating the same thing we did earlier with lvextend, right? So lvextend, we want to resize the size, and we want to add, let's say, another 10 GB, further 10 GB to this storage with to def data VG, the complete path anyway, and data LV. So data VG, data LB. Oh, that's I missed the hyphen. So hyphen L. That's it. It's been successfully extended. So we can check that using LVS. So logical volume, LV scan. So if we look now, you can see that it's 18 GB. So you can keep extending this further depending on what your use case is. So that's it. In summary, let me clear this. We have a physical volume, so PVS, then a volume group VG scan, VGS, and a logical volume LVS. We have extended the logical volume from 5 GB. Initially, we added 3 GB and then added additional 10 GB to it. And we also extended the volume group as well in order for us to have space, and we did that by using the available physical volume, that's PVS, that's been added to the server.